Hello everyone. My name is Shomrita Pal and today I will be discussing about the important topics and the reference books that you need to study when you're preparing for Unit 10 CSIR exam. So first and foremost, let us have a look at the syllabus of Unit 10, which is comprising of your ecological principles. So we have the environment, habitat niche, population ecology, species interactions, community ecology, ecological succession, ecosystem ecology, biogeography, and applied ecology and conservation biology. Now of these, I would give an emphasis on habitat and niche, population ecology, species interaction, community ecology, ecological succession, ecosystem ecology, biogeography. These are very, very important topics. Very important topics. You get a lot of questions, conceptual questions, some experimental questions from habitat and niche. Population ecology also has a lot of these conceptual questions, right? Along with some numericals from your life history strategies and from your population growth. Some numericals do come from here. Species interaction is a lot about learning definitions mainly. Community ecology is again is a huge topic, and you get some numericals from the community structure, okay, mainly the community diversity. So you have the diversity indexes that you need to study. The rest of it is all about concepts. Ecological succession is a small chapter and you just have to study the types, mechanisms, changes involved in succession, okay, and the concept of climax. So you mostly get the conceptual questions from here. Next, coming to ecosystem ecology, here also you have a conceptual question, but this is a portion which needs to be memorized. Okay, Indian ecosystem, terrestrial, forest, grassland, aquatic, freshwater, marine estuaries. This is a portion that needs to be memorized. Now, if you are falling short of time, you can skip out this part, okay, if you wish, because you get questions, but there are very few questions which has come so far from this section. Most of the questions are concerned about the ecosystem structure, energy flow, and the mineral cycle, all of this, okay, because there are a lot of concepts that needs to be understood here. Biogeography is very, very important. This part is something that you need to memorize, okay. There is a chart, so major terrestrial biomes, all right, and its characteristics, and this theory of island biogeography. This part is all about concept, okay. And the biogeographical zones of India, this is something again that you need to memorize. So these are the very important topics. Do not miss out on these topics. Now coming to the other topics like the environment. This is a very simple topic which you have already studied, okay. From here I would like to highlight the different kinds of rules which you need to memorize, okay, the Allen's rules, the Bergsman rule, okay. So do give emphasis on the rules, the different ecological rules that you have, okay, and also on the types of animals that you have, the exothermic, endothermic, poikilotherms, all right, those details, examples of those details. The rest of it you can read, okay, it's very, very simple, very simple. Or if you want, you can skip, but do not skip on the rules because many a times you get questions on the rules, okay. Now, if I get into the next part, applied ecology, this is all concerned about the environment, basically, okay, the environmental pollutions and the global warmings, and how it is affecting the biodiversity, so on. And this is all dealing with some current data, okay. So those who are willing to read this, Then obviously place importance to the current data. So before you go to your exam, just look up the Google for any current data that you have, okay, the current concentration of CO2 and etc. However, if you wish to skip this part, you can skip, okay. I don't give such emphasis on this applied ecology section because there are other sections which are very important and you get questions from there. Next is conservation biology. Now this conservation biology, it is something that a bit of memorization based, okay. So principle of conservation, major approaches and all. Now I would always say club this conservation biology with a part of your unit 9, which is organisms of conservation concern. This is very important, okay. The list of rare endangered species and the critically endangered, those conservation strategies, okay, and the conservation categories. Those are very, very important. So here you're already studying about conservation. So club it up with this part from your unit 9, okay. And don't leave this out, study this part. So coming over to your reference books now. Well, there are 3 main reference books. However, I prefer to study from Smith and Smith because this is one book where you will get all the informations, you know, if I go back here, population ecology, the life history categories, okay, population growth, species interaction, community ecology, ecological succession, all of these important topics are there in Smith and Smith. Now regarding habitat and niche, no, this is one portion that you will not get as a chapter in any of the reference book, okay. However, you have a mention of it and some explanation of it when you are studying some species interaction, community ecology in these sections. So if you want a consolidated chapter on habitat and niche, then you have to refer to the presentations that we teach, or you have to refer to the Biotechnica book where there is a separate chapter for your niche, habitat and niche. So Smith and Smith should be the first book that you need to refer. However, when you are studying regarding Indian subcontinent, P.D. Sharma is the best book to read, okay. So you have the different biogeographical zones of India, right? I showed you. So that is one section that you can read from P.D. Sharma, okay. This is very good for your Indian background. There is another book which is often referred for ecology, that is your Odum, okay, Fundamentals of Ecology by Odum. Odum also is contains all the important chapters, okay, starting from population to succession to everything. But what I find is when you're preparing for CSIR NET, it is better to read from Smith and Smith because Odum is more like a storytelling, and you know, it has got an explanation, the study that has been done to come to the conclusion. So maybe you are studying a particular conclusion, okay, say you're studying the competitive exclusion principle, okay. So all the studies which has been done in order to come to this conclusion of competitive exclusion, those studies have been mentioned in ecology. So those who want to study ecology in very details, understand how it is derived, what are the things, you can definitely go through Odum because there is no other book better than Odum in that case. But if you want a straightforward approach to the concepts, then Smith and Smith is the book that you need to refer to. Okay. So these are the reference books, the standard reference books, I would say. Apart from that, you can also refer to Campbell. Now Campbell is one book which is having some chapters from ecology and some chapters from your evolution as well. But in ecology, you know, the things like species interaction, then ecosystem, concept of ecosystem, the basics, the very basic things, not the advanced parts, the basic definitions and all you will get in Campbell as well, with very elaborate pictures and all. You will find it good to study from there as well. Okay, but to get to the details, every details, again, you have to come back to Smith and Smith for that. Okay. So refer Smith and Smith and PD Sharma mainly for your CSIR preparation. So this is all that I had to discuss for today. Thank you everyone and wish you all the best.